So this story is shocking. Good evening, YouTube. I just heard in another live, and then I looked it up myself. This is Tim Norman. As y'all know, he's the co-owner or the son of the owner and founder of Sweetie Pies, the Sweetie Pies restaurant that started in St. Louis and it moved on to other places. It grew because of the son, Tim Norman. But anyways, the son of Sweetie Pies owner charged in murder of for hire plot that killed owner's grandson. In other words, he's been charged in the killing of his own nephew. As y'all recall, there was a young man on that came on, which was Robbie Montgomery. Robbie Montgomery again is the owner of Sweetie Pies, and Tim Norman is her son. Uh, he came on the show. He is the grandson. He is the son of Robbie's oldest son, who was also murdered. And this happened in 2016, and the murder went unsolved. And of course, she was brokenhearted behind that. They showed bits and parts of it on the show. Well, today it comes out. First, it hit TMZ about 2 hours ago, and now other news networks are reporting that Robbie Montgomery's son, Tim Norman, was charged in the murder. It says James Timothy Norman, 41, of Jackson, Mississippi, was arrested Tuesday, 1 week after being charged with the conspiracy to use interstate commerce in facilities in the commission of murder to hire, resulting in death. And I didn't know he lived in Jackson, Mississippi. I thought he was still in St. Louis or California. It says the nephew, Andre Montgomery, was Robbie Montgomery's grandson. Her show, Welcome to Sweetie Pies, aired for 5 seasons, starting in 2011 on OWN. She is the former backup singer for Ike Turner. Both Norman and Andre Montgomery appeared on the show. Tim Norman was on there every single week. Like I said, Andre came on. He was just on one season, maybe two. They showed his graduation. He ended up going back home. And then when they came back the next season, they said that he had passed away from being murdered. Both, like I said, both of them were on the show. Andre Montgomery was fatally shot March 14, 2016, near a fairground. Prosecutors says that Tim Norman, Robbie's son, conspired with a woman, Tarika Ellis, of Memphis, Tennessee, in Montgomery's murder. In 2014, when Montgomery was 18, prosecutors says Norman obtained a $450,000 life insurance policy. Oh my goodness! On his nephew, and Norman was the sole beneficiary. So they're saying this girl, Tarika Ellis, is a stripper. I don't know, what she do for a living, but that's what it said in one article. In the days leading up to Montgomery's death, Norman flew to St. Louis from his home in Los Angeles, and Ellis traveled to St. Louis from her home in Memphis, according to the criminal complaint filed Tuesday in U.S. District Court. On the day of the murder, Ellis used a temporary phone to determine Montgomery's location. God, I know this is breaking Robbie's heart. The mother, I know this is breaking her heart. This is shocking. Then she immediately placed a call to Norman, prosecutor says. Ellis' phone location placed her near Montgomery at the time of his death, according to the complaint. Immediately following the murder, Ellis placed another call, then began traveling back to Memphis. Ellis later deposited more than $9,000 in cash to various bank accounts, prosecutors said. He killed his own nephew. A week after the killing, Norman contacted the life insurance company in an attempt to collect on his nephew's policy. Ellis was charged in July with conspiracy to use interstate commerce facilities in commission to murder for hire, resulting in a death. So she was charged back in, she being Ellis, the lady, was charged back in July, and he was charged today. The criminal case is a part of an Operation Legit, which was brought 50 federal agents to St. Louis to combat violent crimes. The initiative was named for a four-year-old boy who was shot and killed in June in Kansas City. Operation Ligid. I need to make sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. So there you have it. Tim Norman was charged for his nephew's murder. And the motive for it is this $450,000 insurance policy. He used this lady, Ellis, to, I guess, lure his nephew for him to be murdered. It's so awful. It is so awful. And like I said, I feel sorry for Robbie because she really grieved over this grandson, and she worked hard. She brought him out to St. Louis to try to get his life on track. As you can see here, he ended up graduating college, and he graduated from high school, and they all went back to Mississippi, where he was from, to see him and celebrate him graduating high school. They were so proud of that, and she really wanted Tim to get himself on track. He was the son of her oldest son, who was murdered by street violence, and she really wanted to see him do well, and she was heartbroken when his life was taken. And this has got to be devastating to her to know that her youngest son, surviving son, killed his own nephew for $450,000. This is all allegedly. He's only been charged. He hasn't been, of course, found guilty. And when I find out more information, I'll be bringing you more on this story. This is Miss Cruiser. Please like, share, and subscribe.